let us continue with the previous lecture. So creating the software classes. During the analysis, after defining the use case model, we came up with a set of conceptual classes and a conceptual class diagrams for the entire system. Software classes are more concrete, and in that they correspond to the software components that make up the system. In this phase, there are two major activities: come up with the set of classes and assign responsibilities to the classes and determine necessary data structures and method. Several iterations may be needed and classes may need to be added, split, combined or eliminated. The classes for the business logic module will be the one instrumental in implementing the system requirements described in the use case model. Registering, now we'll see a few sequence diagrams with respect to a library management system. So one is registering the member. So this interaction occurs between the library staff member and the user interface instances. The clerk enters the requested data with the user interface accept. The add member method algorithm here consists of 3 steps: creating a member object, add the member object to the list of the member, return the result of the operation. And to carry out the first 2 steps, we have 2 options. One is option 1, invoke the member constructor for within the add member method of library, and the constructor returns the references to the member objects, and an operation insert member is invoked on a member list to add the new member. Option 2 is invoke and add new member method on a member list and pass as parameter all the data about the new member. Member list creates the member objects and adds it to the collection. To carry out the first 2 steps, we have 2 options. So first one, invoke the member constructor from within the add member method of the library, and the constructor returns a reference to the member object, and operation insert member is invoked on the member list is to be added the new number. So based on that, this sequence number is given. So you have user interface, class, library and member list. So from the clerk, it will initiate add member, then the add member method will have the parameters name, address and phone number. So this then member add member, it will create the object member, and then it will send the member request to the library. Then it will give the boolean answer like insert the member, and then that will be returned to the user interface, and it will give the result to the clerk. The constructor returns a reference to the member object, and an operation insert member is invoked on the member list to add the new member. Next, add book. This use case allows the insertion of an arbitrary number of books into the system. In this case, when the request is made by the actor, the system enters in a loop, and the algorithm here consists of following steps. First one is create a book object, then add the book object to a catalog and return the result of the operation. So same thing they have shown over here. Add a book, user interface, library and catalog. Then the because for one particular client, it can request multiple books. So data request, give its details, invoke add book, based on the different arguments, create an object, and the same object will be returned to the library. It will library and inserted book is successful or not, it will result in boolean. Same result will be sent back to the clerk. The issue book. When a book is to be checked out, the clerk interacts with the UI. To input the user's ID, the system has to first check the validity of the user, and this is accomplished by invoking the respective methods. So for example, interface. You have with respect to this sequence diagram, so issue books, then it will request the data. The actor will give the its member ID, search that member the client is valid or not, search member based on the member ID, then it will check in the member list, and same thing sent to the interface. Once the member is identified, the loop it will be in a loop. Take the book's details, then invoke issue book, then search that member. Issued book is true or false, you check it out. Same result will be passed to the interface if, whether you want to issue a more book or not. So in the form of yes or no, and accordingly it will continue. Return book. For each book returned, the return book method of the library class obtains the corresponding book object from the catalog. The return book method is invoked using the book object, and this method returns the member object corresponding to the member who had borrowed the book. The return book method of the member object is now called to the record that the book has been returned. This operation has three possible outcomes that the use case required the system to distinguish. The book's ID was invalid, which would result in the operation being unsuccessful. The operation was successful, and the operation was successful, and there is a hold on the book. The value returned by the return book must enable user interface to make the distinction between these. The sequence diagram for returning the book is as shown on the screen. So you return the book, interface, library class, catalog class, book and member. Then you have to return more than one book. So that's why in loop data request give the book ID, invoke return book method giving the book ID, search that book. Once you get that book, then return that book creating the object member. Then whether it has a hold or not, check it that, and then based on that return the book. Is the value is in the form of integer, and the result is given to the clerk. If more book, so continue the loop, or else you come out of the loop. Remove book. We remove only those books that are not checked out and do not have a hold. This logic for deciding whether the book is removable is in the remove book method in library. This method checks each property of the book in question, and if all the properties are satisfied, the remove method in the catalog is invoked, which then removes the book. So same sequence diagram, interface, library, book and catalog class. Invoke method is remove book, data request, take the book ID, then remove that book based on the book ID, search that book first, whether hold is there or not, you check the with the borrower that you check. Once you get all details, you remove that book and destroy it and send the result in the form of integer, and if any more books, so just continue. Now member transaction. The end user interacts with the library class to print out the transaction of a given member. Member class stores the necessary information about transaction, but the UI would be the one to decide the format. It would therefore be desirable to provide the information to UI as a collection of objects, each object containing the information about a particular transaction. So interface, library, member list and member. Get transaction, you data for what you request the data, give the member ID and date, get transaction based on member ID and data, then search that member ID, create an object, then get transaction which is iterator based on date, and give the transaction to the clerk. Now this is nothing but the different class diagrams. One of the example relation between the software classes. You have library, member list, catalog, book, transaction, hold and member. So in library, so member list, member list and catalog 1 to 1, member list and member 1 to many. Then catalog to book 1 is to many, member to book 1 is to many, member to hold 1 is to many, hold to book 1, multiple holds on one book. Then transaction, you have issue, return, place, hold and remove hold. These are the operations. So this is all about second module. So remaining PPTs are already uploaded in the Moodles. So thank you so much.